this.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us in a very rainy Kansas City, Missouri at venerable GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Kansas City Chiefs.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
First down zone at their own 22-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. They set up the screen for Henderson. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he is caught. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Chargers.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down. You talk about this Chiefs defense. We know they're going to be tough to throw on. Top 3 in the NFL defending the pass.
And, hey, they were stingy in the opener. Didn't allow much of anything at all through the air. So now they come into week 2 saying, hey, let's see if we can do even better. Let's go ahead and get to that number 1 spot.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Back to throw here. And it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City.
His kick is good.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together.
Tight. 19 tight. Ready.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he rips that one incomplete there.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. 19 Lions.
Richardson looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
70 range. Here we go. 19 Chargers. Now Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcats. 60.
Now Richardson. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
18, come on. 18 Cardinal. Mustang 19. Go.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he'll get this out to about the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. The Chiefs at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And they were able to get that road victory in the opener. Now they look to get to 2-0 in front of the home crowd.
And look, any road win in the NFL, that's huge. But when you do it Week 1, that gets you pointed in the right direction and sends notice to the rest of the league that you mean business.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 41-yard line. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. From the shotgun, Richardson. This is caught by Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd down and a yard. Richardson out of the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice, sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
Now the first carry here for their running back. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Richardson completes a quick one out wide. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The second quarter from KC. It's the Chiefs in possession of the football as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Quick throw completed by Richardson. So the completion gets him just a yard. And it'll be fourth down. Great job of tackling there to prevent the first down.
One of the toughest skills in football, open field tackling. A lot of times one-on-one against a shifty receiver. He got it done in a nice way that time.
36-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
The Charger drive about to get going. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within the division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now fourth down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game. And those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got a man. That's Bond. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
It's a gain of 10. And the Chargers first down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. It just appeared there that the defense, they had that read from the moment the ball was snapped. And not only did they get the interception, add a nice return on top of it, all the way to the end zone for a defensive touchdown.
Yeah, and the guy who made the play, he gets the points. But it really was a group effort, wasn't it? How about the coaches? They've got to be so excited. All the preparation time in the film room, it translated into a big play that put points on the board for their team.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7.
Chargers 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a big point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
2nd and 9 now. No, bottled up fumble. It's out, it's loose. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember.
And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Will Johnson. And the Chiefs are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 46. Richardson. To the left side, he's got Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Ready? 19 Charger, 19 Charger. Ready?
Richardson working from the gun. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Come on, come on. Back. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Cup 19, Cup 19. Dixie Maverick, 18, Pioneer. Hawk 70, Hawk.
Richardson looking to throw this. Got a man and he hits him in stride. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Here's Richardson to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on third downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this first and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Okay, break. Stephanie. Cowboy 80. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
At the Chargers' 8-yard line.
Let's go. 19-18. Ready, right?
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming.
Here we go, Scott. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a tap forward by Richardson. A great read by the secondary. They come up to stop that touch pass before it can even get back to the line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on fourth and goal.
A 22-yard attempt.
And his kick is indeed good. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They're on 35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Second and 15. They'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Will Johnson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Richardson. Goes out left, it's caught by Williams. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Now Richardson back to throw it. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Operating from the gun. Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Hey, Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would want. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second and 9.
19 Lions. Stephanie. 6, 60.
Looking to throw. Richardson. That's over the middle to his Tyrone Sanders. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down.
I tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Bronco 80. Cowboy 80. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger. 60 Maverick.
Back to throw. Richardson. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Mustang 19. Viking 18. Cub 19. Cub 19. Let go.
Operating from the gun. Richardson. For the left side, it's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 15-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Back to the air with Richardson. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Here we go. Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
The Charger drive about to get going. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Let's go now.
Throwing to start the drive. Richardson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
A 3rd quarter action from Kansas City. 2nd down and 10.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Richardson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That his first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there.
1st down and goal to go.
Tag. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on and for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. On his loop for the extra point. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now.
That's the score. Chiefs 30, Chargers 7. Tyler Luke sets to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Charger drive about to get going. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Now he's going to step up and run. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked off by J.C. Horn. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw a 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Abdul Carter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
No question, that was needed by the defense because they're already trailing by a couple of scores. They had to get off the field without allowing another one. That sack on the first play, that may have derailed this drive.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. To the right side, incomplete to Metcalf. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
It's a 10-yard loss. Brings up 2nd and 20 at the Chargers' 37-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And that's one of the few things that has not gone right for this offense so far. They've had their share of big plays. That was nearly another. But somehow, he just couldn't squeeze it.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. There's a short throw caught by Sanders. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. And he'll be kicking into the wind in the 4th quarter now. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. We're ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
This going to be returned from the 2. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
It's a gain of 10. And the Chargers first down.
Right back to Henderson on 1st down. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 44-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Again, it's Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A loss of 2 yards.
On play action, they'll throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Touchdown, L.A. Darnell Washington, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers get a bit closer.
And there's a situation where as a tight end, once he gets that end zone in his sights, he's not going to back down from anyone. He doesn't worry about running to daylight. He doesn't mind running through contact. That's totally fine by him.
Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
Chargers 14.
The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
35-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Here we go.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Let's go. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. Check. Bobcat. Check. Bobcat. Ready.
Back to throw. Over the middle. It's complete. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
Pass the 60. Pass the 60. Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's taken to 26. Well, there was a 42, making a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now he'll tuck this and run. And his throw here is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. In motion right is Wilson. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. But at this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready.
They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 60 by.
They'll set up a throw. Now he's going to step up and run. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Finding Sanders on the crossing route. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, they've certainly not shied away from throwing the footballs. They've leaned on their quarterback to start this game. 4 straight passes right out of the gate, with that last one earning them a new set of downs.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. It back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And the Chiefs are on their way to a 2-0 start. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
The extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26.
Tyler Luke set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
35-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw here. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
And the Chargers first down. A gain of 12. First down, Chargers.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 39. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter.
The 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's taken down inside the 30. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
First down, Chargers.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go. Cowboy 80.
Henderson. Touchdown, Chargers. So another touchdown for him on the year now, Charles. He had 2 in the opener last week and hits pay dirt for a 3rd time here.
And with good health, he's got a really good chance to be up there among the leaders in touchdowns scored when this season comes to an end. Quick question, partner. Is it bad luck to toast him with a sports drink?
Not at all, partner. I think that's a fantastic idea. Cheers. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare him to do that?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Chiefs, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.